Hello, guys. Welcome to Touching Lives with Shurati again. Today we are talking about context. 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 That's what we're talking about today. When we talk about context, we are talking about what's beneath the surface, what you know about yourself that nobody else really knows. Your vision, your aspirations, your health. I mean, your vision, your goals, how it hurts you, where it pinches you, that nobody else knows better than you. In fact, apart from divinity, nobody else has that 360-degree picture of you. And that 360-degree picture of you is that word, context. Nobody has the total picture, context of you. When I do interviews, I ask candidates, what is your life aim? And I say, tell it to me the way you daydream about it when you're on your own, and that picture that comes to mind, that picture you don't share with anybody else. And that's how context is. Only you really, really get you 360 degrees, 100%. The same applies to business. Nobody knows the bank account of your business. Nobody knows the vision for the business like you. Nobody knows whether you are about to close shop. Even sometimes, interestingly, the employees may find out just 24 hours before it happens. Context is really, really about you. Most people, not even most, I dare say 99% of people that are out there giving you advice, they haven't even bothered to find out about your context. And that's a big problem. Let's look at another C letter word. Care. Care. If somebody cares about you, they will ask questions. They won't just start and stop with, how are you? They will ask questions to dig deeper, to understand how you feel, how you're doing, what your challenges are, where are you going to, where are you in that journey, in that progression to your perspective of success. They will ask questions. And I say to you that the reason they will ask you questions is because they care. Sadly, few people care. Few people care. And that's the truth. So if you see somebody who's asking you questions today, who's digging deeper, that person most likely cares. And the truth of whether they care or not will be what follows. It will be what they say after they ask all those questions. If they ask all those questions and just keep quiet and walk away, then they just wanted to feed themselves with the latest gossip about your life. But if they say something that you can grasp, you can hold on to, you can use to change your life, sincerely speaking, that person cares about you. So let's move to content. Context, care, content. There is so much content out there. So many people are giving advice. So many people claim to care, including me. And they're giving you advice. Some is free. A lot of it is paid for advice. But do they care? Remember, we talked about asking questions. But you see, a lot of the advice out there, I can say, is generic. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean it's bad, but it's generic. So how do you use the content out there, especially on social media, relative to yourself? It starts with self-awareness. Self-awareness. Okay? You have to be self-aware. As I have said, that nobody knows you like yourself, using the word context. The truth is, a lot of people don't know themselves. A lot of people haven't taken time to dig deep within themselves to understand, to know, and to appreciate their context. Without that self-awareness, without knowing who you are, knowing where you're going to, knowing how you hurt emotionally or mentally, knowing how excited, happy, and joyful you are, you may not be able to. In fact, I can see on an 80-20 principle, 80% of the time, you would not be able to take content that is out there on social media, take advice from anybody, and use it in a constructive, fruitful, and result-oriented way in your life, simply because it's almost like a trial and error. It's 100% like a blind trial and error game, because you don't know who you are. But if you know who you are, then you can easily take content and say, this really can help me in my mission, because you know your mission. This really can help me deal with anger, because you know you have an anger problem. This can help me to go to the next level, because you know what the next level is. Because you're self-aware. So you contextualize the advice, the content in a way that can help you. One of the biggest blocks people have mentally and emotionally, to being self-aware and hence grasping their context very well is drawing comparisons with other people. You compare yourself with others. So by comparing yourself with others, you truly never see who you are. You truly never get a true picture of who you are. And worse still, there are people who compare you with other people. They don't see you. They put you in a box and they give you advice based on everybody else in that box. But you are not like everybody else in that box. You're different. You are who you are. You don't belong in a box. You're unique. They're going over 7 billion of us on this planet, but you're unique. Never draw a comparison. That's where peer pressure comes from. And peer pressure causes you to lose yourself. You become common. You lose that uniqueness. That, and I'm pointing to my head, that mental uniqueness that says, this is who I am, I'm special, I'm different. You lose it. And once you lose it, you can't carve out a pathway that is truly for you, a pathway that's truly for yourself. And let me wrap up very quickly with the word counsel. Another word, counsel, which is a synonym of advice. The best counsel you ever get comes on the back of sitting down opposite somebody on a video call, face to face, where the person asks you questions, the person pushes everything else aside, every other extraneous externality stuff aside, and just focuses on you. And they hear you, they feel you, they get to know you, and because of that, then they give you counsel. And that type of counsel, it is wisdom. That type of counsel has nuance that fits your situation, your context. That type of counsel tends to be practical because it ties in to you, context. And that type of counsel is beautiful. So, my advice to you, and I've said quite a bit, my advice to you, the first thing I would tell you is this: become self aware. Sit down and write one page. Title that page My Context. Just what we used to do in primary school or secondary school. Call it My Context. And write down everything about yourself. Your health, your how you feel emotionally, mentally, your goals, where you're going to in life, your likes, your dislikes, everything about yourself. Pour it out on a piece of paper. Just get to know you. And based on knowing you, decide who you listen to. Anybody who doesn't understand you, anybody who doesn't want to get to know you and appreciate you before they tell you what they think is best, such people eliminate from your inner circle. But those who want to, those people, listen to them, embrace them. That's the second step for you, if you like. Call it a second step. What it's not really a step. So 2 things. Pour out your context on paper. Know you. Self-awareness. Second thing, embrace those who care about you and give you contextual advice. Today I've been talking about context. It's a word I love so much. I hope you got even just one tidbit from this that will help you feel better, help you be better, help you to be happy. Because that's my wish for you. Signing out. This was Touching Lives with Shua T. I hope you got something. If you did, let me know and please share this with somebody. Take care of yourself.